3 months post-procedure, we witness an outstanding healing of both the soft and the hard tissues. If it's so impressive, do we need the other bone graft materials? The answer is yes, since a variety of clinical cases require augmentation materials with longer space-maintaining capabilities. However, when using granules alone, they dramatically limit the quantity and quality of the new formed bone. Thus, in order to obtain higher percentage of newly formed bone, we encourage using Bondbond as a composite graft. Bondbond has the ability to encourage larger quality and quantity of newly formed bone when used as a composite graft. The following illustration describes a bone filled with granules in about 80% of the volume. The maximal amount of new formed bone in that case is 20%. Since bone can be formed only within the gaps between the granules. In that case, it will take 6 to 9 months for the structure to be stable enough for re-entry. When Bondbond is used as a composite graft, it occupies about 70%, and the granule occupy about 30% of the volume. Bondbond resorbs simultaneously with the formation of bone, thus the maximal amount of new formed is 70% of the volume. Therefore, new bone of high quality and quantity is formed. In most cases, it will take 3 months for the structure to be stable enough for re-entry. Using Bondbond as a composite graft. Using Bondbond as composite grafts. Advantages: excellent handling, reduced working time, reduced time to implantation and to final rehabilitation. In many cases, membrane coverage is not essential. Enables simultaneous augmentation and immediate loading. Note that the primary stability of the implant should base on natural bone rather than the bone graft. Case 14 describes a defect larger than 10 millimeters with a missing buccal plate. A longer space maintainer is required. Therefore, we highly encourage using a composite graft. Notice that soft tissue consecutively formed above the graft, although primary flap closure was not obtained during surgery. Complete healing of the defect is obtained 3 months post-procedure. We can still notice granule remnants within the vital bone. Case 15 describes failures of 3 implants involving sinus augmentation. Failed implants were removed, exposing a large perforation of the sinus lining. In this particular case, Bondbond was used in conjunction with 4-bone in a 2-to-1 volumetric ratio. Yet other granules can be used according to the clinician preferences. Radiograph presenting the results obtained 3 months post-procedure.